Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you see this. This is Dee with, I started to say Backpack Journey, but I don't even know where I am. Older INFP Insights. As you can see, I am not in the woods. This is just something short. I'm in the stairwell. Hope nobody comes up and down. They probably will. But I'm going to talk about ergies, just because I feel in the energy. I'm going to sit right here on the windowsill. I really don't care. There's the fire thing. I'm sitting in the stairwell where I live. Okay, there's my feet. Yeah, so I didn't get to go on my trip, and I'm very down, sad about all that. Turns out the guy wasn't totally honest about the place. And Airbnb, if you don't know, they don't give you the exact location until you pay, until you book and pay. And so when I got the exact location, instead of being, and the tiny house was very nice and brand new, but instead of being in the woods, it actually was just on a lot that was wooded. But there were schools all around and there was development all around. God. It actually was just a replica of the neighborhood I live in. And gosh, I was going to have such a good time. I had in my mind planned to have such a good time, take pictures, get out in nature, yada, yada, get away. I need to get away. Anybody feel like you're going to scream if you don't get away? I got to cry in here somewhere. As you said, if you saw my video with Brendan of Sight Casserole, I said I don't cry and I can't cry. Yeah, it's in there. It won't come out, but it's in there. I'm going to move around when I do this. This hard sitting down. But yeah, and I'm not outside doing my walk and talk. I'm walking and talking here, but I can't go up and down steps too much. It's raining. It's supposed to be nice this week. Going to be 80 on Thursday. It's like our temperature. 2 days a week we have almost 80 degrees, and then 2 days a week we have freezing. Now we're going through the freezing stage. So it's a cold rain. So yeah, the guy wouldn't help me either, like other people have helped me in the past for Airbnb. They've given me their number to text if you have problems and this, that, and the other. He would not. He just said use the Wi-Fi in the house. Well, if I'm outside and I can't get in, that's not going to help. So anyway, and I don't have, that's a whole nother thing, but somebody ripped me into buying a phone that didn't have internet on it. I mean a browser, for internet browser. It's got internet but no browser, so you can't use it. Told him that, but he didn't help out. But anyway, you know, and me with being INFP and authenticity and all that kind of stuff, my number one thing is honesty. My number one thing, it's probably my only thing, is honesty. And when he was a little bit not honest about the location and his description and not helping out, yeah, that just killed it for me. So I talked to my neighbor this morning while I'm doing wash. I didn't feel well. Anxiety's coming up. Everything's happening. Everybody's falling apart, I think. The intuitives are falling apart. Don't know what's going on in the world. So making a long story short, she said she would just lose the money. I could get 50% refund, lose the money, put it on something else later, and don't go. Excuse me, I had a cough. I hope I'm not getting COVID in this hallway. It's another issue. It's low where I live, but all these old people are sick half the time. Yeah, so I'm stuck at home, feeling bad. Nothing to do, can't go outside, can't even go outside. I was going to go to the lake today. I live near a lake, nice lake. Hopefully later in the week I'll be able to do that. But yeah, so I've lost $250. It's raining. I can't go anywhere. I feel like I'm going to scream if I don't get outside. But I'm watching YouTube, and I noticed that some of the intuitive channel creators are posting things right now, but they're in a funky, bad-ass mood. I usually don't cuss online, and I don't, but I mean badass can be used different ways. I think I'm a badass in a good way. There's some badass moods, things going on. Not to knock them down. I don't mean to be doing that. It's just really what's going on in the world. I mean, these are people in different parts of the world. I can see here the weather is really funky. Like 40% temperature change in 24 hours. That'll knock you for a loop. They've had that on the news, actually, making everybody sick. But yeah, so intuitives, what is it? So I looked up astrologically, and I believe in astrology. Might get into it a little bit on this channel. But I looked it up to see what the planets were doing. And maybe this is it, because the planets aren't doing anything. What's in retrograde? What's a mess? What's going on? They're not really doing anything. Maybe they need to be doing something. It's throwing intuitives for a loop. The bright thing is I just left from my apartment door, and the woman I talked to earlier today, this morning, she told me go ahead and lose the money, and $250 is not that much of money. I mean, it's money, but I was going to be miserable where I was, and I don't know if I could not feel safe, whether I could get in or out of the place, and the guy wasn't going to help me, and I wouldn't have a cell phone. So it was in the middle of I don't want to be in the middle of schools. There was 3 schools within walking distance of that place. That is not where I wanted to be. So she left me a copy of where she was talking about. She's going later on to a farm. And I'm going to look that up. Maybe I can do that. And the host of the farm actually take you on little trips and things. I don't know. Maybe I need to do that. I wanted to ride a horse. I want to go horseback riding. I haven't been since I was 10 years old. They don't even have trail riding here in the city anymore. They have plenty of stables, but they don't have trail riding anymore. Gosh, I can't do anything I want to do. This is the #1 place to be in North Carolina, one of the #5 places to be in the whole country. And they don't have accommodations for me. There's no bed and breakfast, but 2 in the whole county. I won't go into what I've researched, but you would think, but no, they're not. So other people are feeling funky too. I won't mention names because I'm not going to say who's in a bad mood, but if you watch a lot of YouTube videos like I do, or some on this, you'll know some of the people in a bad mood. And I won't say bad is not a good thing. In a down mood. Let's change bad. It was not good, bad. I don't mean it that way. In a down mood, in a funky mood, in a funk. I'm in a funk. Like I said, I've got to cry in here somewhere. This isn't a pity party. I'm just telling you that my trip just got totally bashed. And yes, it's partly my fault. I could go. I'm an INFP. If I was not an INFP and honesty wasn't my core value, my #1 thing, and my FI didn't get in the damn way. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't cuss. I'll edit that out. If I didn't get in the way, I probably would go anyway, make the best of it. Now I've got a whole house full of stuff that I've set out to pack, that I've got to put back. So that's that. So the energy and the planets aren't doing anything. Another thing I want to say about energy is just be careful of your energy. Everybody be careful of your energy right now. All intuitives, please do that. You are intuitive in a lot of ways. I just use the word psychic. That has a bad connotation too. Negative connotation to a lot of people, like that was psychic. But we all do. We all see people. We all understand people. It's like the 6th sense. I see dead people. That's an INFP right there. But yeah, just be careful of your energy. I've noticed that with the other YouTube creators. Right now, I'm not around any intuitives personally. I was for a long time, but we've not anymore. But another thing I've noticed too about the YouTube creators who are intuitives, and all the intuitives, I don't listen to just INFPs, I listen to all of them. They, all types, I mean, and they are We're all coming up with the same, our energies are getting mixed up with each other. Which can do that. Oh gosh. I set my phone. Hold on one second. I set my phone to tell me when I'm supposed to take my medicine when I'm on the trip that I'm not going on. Gosh. It's got everything but the internet browser. But anyway. Yeah. So we come up with the same ideas at the same time. I know I do, and do you? I mean, you who are creators, or you who do things like, well, that person just said that. I was just thinking about that topic the other day, and here they are with a video about that. Does that happen to you too? I would just say that the way I do videos is I do them in spurts because I don't want it to feel like a job. Once it starts feeling like a job, I'm not going to do this anymore. That's just me. I walk away and do something else. Like I'm trying to run away from this week and I can't go anywhere. But I don't want to do that. But yeah. But I'll come up with an idea. I mean, there's one out there now that I thought about getting a guest speaker on about the topic, which has to do with autism. I know somebody who's INFP and autistic, and I want to get him in, but he can't get the time straight. He's in Australia and he can't get the time straight. So I can't talk to him about it because we can't get together with the time. And then, you know, things like that. Narcissism's come up. I was going to do that. I've got things in the hopper already. I've got all the way through March. And it's a repeat. There was one, and it happens all the time. I don't know if it happens to other people. It's not like we're copying. I don't know if it happens to other people, other creators. Like, well, yeah, I was just thinking about that. Well, I made a video about that last week. Or I was going to make a video about that next week. So I don't know. Sometimes I wonder what's the point making videos, period, because we're all thinking alike. But I got to be careful about that. And everybody be careful about your energy. Everything is energy. I believe that everything is energy. So your intuition, that most definitely is energy. Be careful with that. Right now, nothing going on in the planets. I did see 444 on my clock before I came outside. So the fours in numerology have to do with homesteading, have to do with quiet time, reflection. It wasn't meant for me to be on a vacation right now. It's not meant for the rest of you to be busy, to be just enjoy your home life. That's what the message is. So, yeah, I'm rambling enough. And this is way too long. But this is my walk and talk today. I can't go outside, can't do anything. I'm not on my trip. Watching my videos. Every Monday I've got videos lined up every Monday through the end of March. Except for 1 week. That's the week before the party. I'm not sure about that, but I'll slip something in there. And yeah, I do appreciate all of you. At one time this weekend, thought I was not going to do this channel anymore, quite frankly. That's how down I was, how discouraged I was. Not for the channel, just in life in general. God, this sucks. But I think we're all having a sucky time right now, who are intuitives with their energy. Watch your energy. And just when I think this is it, just let it run its course to the end of March, I get a comment, and how much what I do matters, so I keep it on. I keep going. I do love doing it. But I just got to get over the funk. If you're in the funk, get over it. Let's talk, comment. It's transient. You got to get better. Planets will start moving around. We'll go in retrograde soon enough. But yeah. So everybody, I'm getting a headache breathing whatever I'm breathing in this hallway. So it's not good. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna walk up and down the hallways, get my exercise, maybe feel better. And again, if you have comments, post them below. How your energy is right now. Anything funky going on with you, unusual. I mean funky like unusual going on with your moods. That's not normal. I mean, during winter time, we usually have like seasonal affective disorders and feel sad and that kind of thing. This isn't it. There's something else in the community and the energy intuitive community right now. So just hang in there. There's something in the intuitive community. It took me 15 minutes to get to the point. It will be transient. We'll all get through this. We'll get through this together. If you need any help, just post. Let me know. I'm here to talk. I'm here to listen. And I'll be around. Until next time, and again, we have videos dropping every Monday. Until next time, stay safe.